And we begin tonight with a CBS 4 News exclusive. For months, we've been telling you about the Homestead Detention Center, where thousands of migrant children have been held. The center has attracted regular protests, with Amnesty International recently saying that it violates international norms for the treatment of child refugees.
But missing from these discussions has been the voice of the children themselves. Tonight, for the first time, you'll hear from one of them. CBS 4's Jim DeFede has been working for months to bring us the story of a girl we're calling Sofia.
For 82 days, Sofia would wake up each morning and for just a moment forget where she was. And then it would hit her.
Me daba cuenta que estaba en un lugar en el que hay veces sentía que ellos no sentían el dolor de nosotros.
Sofia is one of the 13,000 plus children dispatched to the Homestead Detention Center since it reopened in 2017. Some stay just a few weeks, others for months on end.
Porque por una parte era bonito y todo, pero también uno necesita el calor de su familia.
The 17-year-old traveled from Honduras to the United States with her older sister and her sister's children. But after being apprehended by federal agents at the Texas border, Sofia was separated from her sister.
Pues sí fue bastante difícil porque no me dejaban hablar con ella, ni verla, ni nada. Tenía miedo que me regresaran y no con mi hermana, que tal vez mi hermana se quedaba, yo me regresaba, tenía miedo.
On her own for the first time, Sofia spent 4 days in an overcrowded cell in Texas before being flown to Homestead. While the Homestead facility was nicer than Texas, Sofia claims some of the workers ridiculed them.
Llegaba un momento en el que las YCs, las que nos cuidaban a nosotros, la mayoría nos tenían asco. Porque decía que nosotros los que veníamos de Honduras éramos unas personas sucias que solo veníamos a ensuciar este lugar. Y eso lo decían algunas YCs y nos hacían sentir mal a varias.
Sofia recalled when one of the workers threatened her friend.
Entonces la YC le dijo repentinamente que si ella creía que los Estados Unidos le iba a recibir de buena manera. Entonces ella le dijo que no, que solo le estaba preguntando. Y la base le dijo que no, que todos nosotros deberíamos ser reportados por intrusos en este lugar.
Sofia imagined how she would have responded.
Pues yo le diría a esas personas que ellas no pueden hablar, no pueden juzgarnos, porque ellas no saben por qué venimos nosotros, qué es lo que hemos sufrido para llegar hasta acá.
Sofia was born just outside of the city dubbed the murder capital of the world, San Pedro Sula. After her mother died of cancer and her brother was reportedly killed by a neighborhood street gang, Sofia's sister made the decision that they should flee to the United States.
Porque yo sentía que mi vida corría peligro en Honduras.
Did you think you were in danger?
Sí, debido a unas amenazas que llegaban a la casa.
What kind of threats?
Amenazas de muerte.
From Honduras, they traveled through Guatemala to Villahermosa in southern Mexico, where they met a coyote who said he would take them on the 1,200-mile journey to Texas. But instead, the coyote robbed and abandoned them. That's got to be scary.
Sí, bastante. ¿Para qué?
They pushed forward anyway, taking a bus nearly 500 miles to Mexico City.
Porque la encontramos en el DF y ellos también venían, entonces ellos nos ayudaron a cruzarla.
When they waded across the Rio Grande, border agents were standing on the banks of the river, waiting to take them into custody. Nevertheless, she said she was relieved the month-long journey was over.
Pensé que ya estaba en el lugar que quería estar y que pronto me iba a superar.
Instead, she was sent to Homestead. After arrival, she was permitted 2 10-minute calls a week with her family and her sister, who had been released and was with a cousin in Texas. Sofia said she often found herself crying at the end of the calls.
Salir directamente donde estaba mi hermana y estar con ella y no pude.
While some of the workers in Homestead taunted the children, Sofia said others were nice.
No todas ellas eran así. Algunas que sentían el dolor de uno. A una la despidieron por darle un beso en la mejilla a una niña. Y le dijeron que le iban a despedir porque no se podía tener contacto visual con nosotros, ni físicamente ni nada. Y solo por eso la despidieron, por ayudar a una niña. Y nadie entendía por qué las cosas ahí eran así.
Kids need comfort and support, Sofia said, especially in Homestead, where you never know when or if you're going to be released.
Es un periodo en el que uno sufre bastante porque uno siente, más cuando lo separan de la familia, uno siente que nadie lo apoya. Porque en el momento que uno sale de su país, a uno le prometen tantas cosas. Y cuando uno llega aquí y se las ve duras, nadie está con uno.
The no-touching ban applied also to the kids. So even though she made friends with the other girls in the detention facility, they weren't allowed to give each other a hug, and they would get yelled at if they broke the rule.
Porque decían que habían demasiadas bacterias y que eso no era permitido porque hay veces uno podía pasarse con tener contacto físicamente con una persona. No le hallaba sentido porque ellos saben que nosotros, bueno, principalmente las amigas, tienden mucho a abrazarse cuando dan buenas noticias o algo por el estilo. Y por eso yo nunca le he sentido porque un abrazo no tiene nada de malo.
The worst day for Sofia came on her 18th birthday.
Bueno, fue un día que no me lo esperaba, que le iba a pasar así. Fue un día horrible para mí.
What happened?
Porque llegaron los de migración y me esposaron para llevarme al otro centro.
As soon as a child turns 18, they are immediately removed from Homestead and sent to an adult ICE detention center. Sofia said as they put the shackles around her ankles, she was scared and embarrassed her friends would see her.
Súper mal porque me sentía como que era una criminal y no había hecho nada. Lloré y ellos me dijeron que no me preocupara, que no era porque era una criminal, sino que porque era por mi seguridad.
On July 8th, 18 days after her transfer to an adult facility, her attorneys were able to arrange her release, and she was placed in the care of an aunt who lives in Miami.
Quiero seguir adelante, ayudar a mi familia y poder estudiar y superarme.
Wow, it's so compelling to hear firsthand from someone who has experienced that. So what happens next for Sofia?
So she's has an asylum claim, and so far it's moving through the court system. Her attorneys seem confident that she should be granted asylum, given the death threats, the death of her brother in Honduras, and the ongoing threats against her. So they feel fairly confident that this will work out and she'll be able to stay.
Let's go back to what she says was the treatment that she got from some of the people who worked there. Any reprimand for those people?
No, there is no reprimand. This has been issued. We've seen this issued in reports from both Amnesty International and in a lawsuit that's been filed against the Health and Human Services, known as the Flores lawsuit. There have been statements from other kids who support basically what Sofia said. We've just never heard it in a kid's own voice. But these types of stories of being treated like they were in a prison, being threatened with retribution, all of those things have been coming through the court files for the last few months.
So give us a preview of what's coming up tomorrow, because we're not done with this story yet.
No. So we're very excited because tomorrow we what we're really trying to do is take you inside Homestead in a way that you haven't seen before. So tonight you heard from a girl who was there for 82 days. Tomorrow night, we're going to take you to a whistleblower inside the facility, an employee who will tell tales about what really takes place inside Homestead. Not the sanitized version that you get when members of Congress end up taking tours, but actually from an insider's point of view. No employee, to my knowledge, has ever publicly spoken before. This will be the first time because they're all required to sign non-disclosure agreements and seal and keep away from revealing anything they see or hear inside Homestead. Tomorrow, we break that silence.
It's such an important story to be told, and I will be eager to hear it. Thank you, Jim.
Good.
And tune in tomorrow night for part 2 of Jim's exclusive Inside Homestead. We'll hear from a worker who is blowing the whistle on the treatment of kids and the conditions inside the facility.